And we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. I'm not expecting a lot of viewers today, but today is the set list, the release of OP10 set release, the release of OP10 set list release, or something like that. Yeah, so I'll be going through all the cards here. We have about 120 cards. So I won't be going too in depth, but I'll be reviewing each card. I'm not sure if this will be a YouTube video, but if it is, then you can probably see some of the effects on screen. Other than that, what I plan to do is I'll just speed run through this. Maybe we'll wait for a couple more people to join in. Yeah, I hope everyone is enjoying their weekend Friday. I just got back home and I quickly set up the stream to go through all the cards. Um, it's not my first time looking at the list. I have been testing some decks. Yesterday I was testing Smoker with a friend, which is really strong. And we tested Usopp as well. We have Mr. Toxic in the chat. We have Jam T. Yep, cut list has been out since I think 2 p.m. today. So now I'm just waiting for a few more people to join in, and then we can start with the review. 120 cards. Yeah. Yes. Let me see. Okay, maybe we'll start in about 2 minutes time. So again, for those who are here, I'll be streaming the Hyogo Championship this Sunday. So this Sunday, same time, about 3:30 p.m. Singapore time. I've already put up the video or the here over here. You can click on notify me if you want to get a notification. And I'll be streaming Hyogo Championship. And then next week will be Aichi, and then followed by Tokyo. Tokyo will be again on the same day as Singapore Bandai Card Fest, which I'll be hosting together with Ashraf. So really looking forward to all these events. Okay, can Smoker compete with current meta decks? Okay, here's the thing. Smoker is, I think, super favorable against Blackbeard from what we tested yesterday. And against Doffy, it was struggling a little just because of bot control. I was playing Doffy and I was able to spin out a lot of characters, and Smoker can't really deal with that. Other than that, I think the potential is really high with Smoker. Every turn you get 3 extra Dawn is really powerful as well. By 3 extra Dawn, you will find out later with the Smoker and Leader combination. Okay, so let's just start with the card review. Smoker. So Smoker is a red-green leader with the Punk Hazard and Navy. So his effect is during your opponent's turn, all your Navy and Punk Hazard character plus 1k. This is really strong because when I was playing against this Smoker deck and I was using Doffy, I had a lot of difficulties clearing their bot. So I just ignored the bot and just go for face straight, which is really annoying because their bodies will remain there, and then if they have 7k body on board, when you are attacking to that 7k body, it's essentially 8k. So example would be like the 7k 5 cost Smoker, really strong. And then his Smoker second effect, activate main once per turn. If you have a 7k power or more character, then you get to active 2 dons. So this doesn't have to be your original base power. So as long as it's 7k, later you'll see we have one Sanji card, which is during your turn, this character plus 3k. So if you attach 1 Dawn to it, then it becomes 7k, and then you can trigger this leader's effect. So based on, I don't have a tier list with me now, but Smoker, I think, is one of the top leaders out of OP10. So probably I'll place Smoker in like tier 1, just within the OP10 vacuum. So moving on, we have a couple of red leaders. Caesar Clown. I haven't tested. I haven't seen all the cards. I don't think he's good. Okay, his effect is Dawn 2 on attack. return one of your 2 cost or higher Vega Punk Hazard character, and then return it back to your hand. Then you can KO one of your opponent's 4k or lower character. Yeah, I keep mixing up Vegapunk and Punk Hazard. So okay, Punk Hazard. This effect is pretty similar to Z, the purple and black leader. The Dawn 2 is really tough. If let's say it's just Dawn 1 or on attack, I think this is a really powerful leader. So cost 2 or higher, then probably you have to return cards like your Mocha, the Punk Hazard card. What would make this leader effect very good would be if you have a Punk Hazard character with cost 2 and on play minus 3k power, like something like your what's that card's name, Race Max. Yeah, so you know, bottom deck minus 3k, or yeah, maybe even better like Koala from Revolutionary Army. So if we have that card, then it'll be very strong. But other than that, this card is pretty bad. And if you want to build the deck, I think the best combination would be Punk Hazard and Straw Hat Pirates, just because you have cost reducer, attack reducer, like the Chopper card, the 3 cost Chopper, and you can also play Brooks, 4 cost Brooks, as well as Nami Searcher. Your Nami Searcher can search out for your Gum Gum Red Rock and stuff. Truly wish the Smoker art was better. Yeah, the alternate art, we were looking at it, it makes Smoker look like he has a belly. Smoker art so bad. Yeah, funny that compared Caesar to Law. People compared it Caesar to Law. It's almost it's almost RP Law, just that he needs the 2 Dawn and he doesn't get a Koala, the 2 cost on play minus 3k Koala from Revolutionary Army. So moving on to our third red leader, we have Sugar. Sugar is Doffy Pirates traits. His effect is during your end turn, if you have a 6k power or higher Doffy family, active one of your Dawn. So this is basically a weaker version of GP Doffy. But I think where this card shines lies within the second effect. The first effect is really not as good or not useful. So the second effect is during your opponent's turn, once per turn, if you activate a Dawn, you get 1 active Dawn. So basically you ram every time you use an event during your opponent's turn. So how I would build this deck, right, is to play a lot of those 0 cost event, all the Gum Gum 0 cost event. So during your opponent's turn, when they attack, you just pitch it. You just activate it for 0 cost, for 0 Dawn, but you don't pitch a card for the cost. So that way you don't plus 3000, but you can plus 3000 if you want to. But even if you don't activate the cost, you are still activating an event, and then that way you get to activate the leader's effect to ramp 1. So basically, if you're playing purple and red, you have bad mana kick cost, and then 0 is Gum Gum, I think Gatling Gun. So there's 8 copies of blank ramp for you. And then what you want to do is just quickly ramp up to 10 Dawns and then slap down your 10 cost Shanks or even your Goldie Roger. And even the 9 cost Luffy is fine here. So I think that's how you build this deck, similar to Red Purple Uta, but I think this deck is better. Sugar is better. So moving on. So we have Virgo. Virgo is a simple top 5 searcher for the Punk Hazard archetype. And he's also Doffy family, so if you want to play him in your Sugar, you can, but I don't think you would want to do that. So next is Sanji. So I was telling you about Sanji earlier on when I was sharing about Smoker. Effect is, during your turn, this character plus 3k. So even if you play this in red Sanji deck, I think this is really powerful. So 3 Dawn, 6k attacker, and then on KO you draw 1 card. This is really important for Sanji, because Sanji's problem is they run off a lot of resources. So if this gets KO, you get to draw 1. And again, on play, let's say you're going second, on your 4 Dawn turn, you drop down this Sanji while you're playing the red green smoker. You drop down this Sanji, so that's 3 Dawn. Now it's 6k. You attach 1 Dawn, making Sanji 7k, and then you can activate your smoker's effect. Yeah, you can activate your smoker's effect to get back 2 active Dawn. So essentially making you having 1 character, and then you are able to swing 7k during that turn. So really good card to include in your Sanji deck, in your smoker deck. Yeah, and Sanji deck as well, red Sanji. I think Sugar might potentially be new, very good control cards. She got a lot of support in the new cards. Yeah, I don't think the support is mainly for Doffy family, but I think you don't want to play Doffy family with Sugar. You want to be playing red, purple, good stuff. That's just my opinion, but we'll see. Next we have Caesar Clown. Caesar's Clown effect is on play. Check your top 5 card for a smiley, and then reveal it to your opponent and add it to your hand. And then the rest goes to the bottom of your deck, and then you can play 1 smiley from your hand. So it's similar to Ohm, the one from Skypiea. Yeah, Ohm and Holy combo, so something like that. But we at the moment we only have two smiley cards. One would be here, and then the other one would be from OP10, the one with, for each card you have in hand, it gains 1k power. So this card is really bad. Really bad. Don't play this unless they have a specific. No, I don't think it's good at all. There, don't play this card. This is bad. Oh yeah, I forgot to rate the cards. Yeah, if I put this in tier 1 in the OP10 vacuum, this is tier 1. This will probably be like in tier 4. This will be in tier 3 or tier 2. Maybe tier. I'll put this in tier 3. Yep. So 1, 4, 3. Worst would be 5. Okay, next we have Caesar Hay. So this card's effect is on play, you can play a Punk Hazard card with 2 costs or lower from your hand. So pretty bad. 3 costs, 4k. Might be good if you have like on play effect that can cost reduce. But so far, 2 cost Punk Hazard, 2 costs or lower, right? Yeah, you can only play Virgo. You can play this Scotch. Yeah, not many target, and you don't want to play this Dragon 30, number 30. So Caesar Hay is bad. Don't play this card. Next we have Scotch. Scotch is a blocker, and his effect is on play. If you don't have a lock in play, you can play 1 lock from your hand. So I guess lock would be, this is lock. So I don't like cards that require you to have this and then you get to play this. Yeah, it's really combo piece dependent. Unless you're Kabaji and Moji, then that's fine. Next would be Smiley. So one of the Smiley that I was talking about. Effect is on play if your leader is a Punk Hazard. If your leader has Punk Hazard trait, on play minus 3k. So this card is really bad. Unless you are playing Caesar Clown, then this is good. Other than that, really bad card. On play effect 5, 6. I think there are better options if you are playing Punk Hazard. Next we have Brown Beard. Brown Beard's effect. Oh yeah, Brown Beard is Punk Hazard as well, and Brown Beard Pirates. So we have Black Beard, White Beard. We are still waiting for Pink Beard. Okay, so his effect is on attack. If your attack is 6k. Wait, what? Jibuno power Roxanne Jono Karaga. Ichimai Ika. No. If you have 6k power or higher character, then this card gains plus 1k during this turn. For a 3-5, I think it's fine, but not having the counter here seems pretty bad. So on attack, if you have a 6k power or higher character, then you get plus 1k, making it a 3-6. I think it's fine, but still really bad. Like there's better options if you're playing Punk Hazard. You might as well just drop your Sanji. Right? It's a 6k on its own. So bad card, don't play. This card is good in Smoker. Wait, let me get a drink. This is Tony Chopper. Chopper is a 2k counter and has blocker, and the effect is during the opponent's turn, this card plus 2k. So if you are playing this in Smoker, right, this becomes a 7k during the opponent's turn because this card is a Punk Hazard, so he gets plus 1k, and then based on his own effect, he gets plus another 2k. So really powerful card for your Smoker deck. And also I forgot to mention that the deck that I was testing, or my friend was testing yesterday, he was playing a Straw Hat Pirates build plus some of the new Navy cards. So it's really powerful. Definitely include this in your Smoker deck. Then next we have Dragon number 30. Just a simple 2 cost 2k blocker. Next we have Nami, which is vanilla. I don't think you play this. Next we have Frankie 6-8. Look at that, Robin at the back. Yeah, 6-8. I don't think you play this either. Maybe these cards can find room in your red Sanji deck. Yeah, but yeah, this is me looking at the cards. Next we have Mocha. So Mocha is a 2k counter, and on play, one of your opponent's character minus 1k. So this card is really bad. If only it was Koala, then I think the Caesar Clown would have been better. So right now, still a 2k. Definitely will see play. Punk Hazard, searchable by Virgo. So you want to include this in your Caesar Clown deck if you are playing it. Next we have Monet. Monet is a Punk Hazard and Doffy Pirates traits. Effect is activate main. You can rest this card. One of your character or leader, give 2 rested dawn to one of your character or leader, and then one of your opponent's character minus 1k. Yeah, I think this effect is really good. So it activates your Caesar Clown's effect immediately when you play this. Yeah, I think this card is good. And then you can you activate Monet's effect, giving 2 dawn, and then it's rested, right? So you protect your Monet by bouncing it back to your hand using your Caesar's Clown effect, your leader's effect. Yeah, you have to bounce 2 cost or higher. Yeah, so Monet is a staple. Definitely play 4 copies of this in your Caesar Clown deck. So moving on, we have Lock, which is Scotch's friend. His effect is on play. If you don't have a Scotch on board, play a Scotch from your hand. Yeah, it's really bad. Don't play this. I can only think of, the only reason you play this is to bounce it using your leader's effect. But yeah, it's really bad. Don't play this. Okay, next we have this is Kamakura Jusoshi. Effect is counter. Then choose one of your character or leader plus 3k, and then you can minus one of your opponent's character or leader 2k. So this is essentially a Hell's Judgment, similar to Hell's Judgment, where you plus 3k instead of minusing the opponent. So if you are playing against Doffy, this potentially stops 2 attacks. The trigger effect is one of your leader character plus 1k for this turn. Yeah, I think this is really good in Smoker as well, because Smoker you will constantly have open dawns by activating your character Smoker effect and leader's effect. So this is really powerful event, and being Punk Hazard, this is Don Quixote family. Yeah, Punk Hazard, you can search it with your Virgo as well. Next is we have Kamusari. This is the Yonko event, the Red Hat Pirates event. Effect is basically a guard point, counter one of your character leader plus 3k, but you can also use it during main. So main would be technically a 6 cost card because 1 cost and then rest 5 dons. You get to KO a 8k or lower character. So basically every kit card you see is done. Yeah, but I think for Shanks you might want to use this for the 3k counter, not so much on this because I think you will have your white beard, and then you also have your who's that Rayleigh. Yeah, but still really good inclusion in Shanks. Yeah, and I don't think the official the art for the manga version is not on yet. They'll probably include it in this cut list when the set release. So probably next week we can see the manga art here. Next we have Gum Gum UFO. Activate main, not activate main, just main. I don't know. One of your opponent's character minus 4k for this turn. Then if you have 2 or less life, one of your leader or character plus 1k. Not too good. I think if this was a counter, it would be better. Other than that, 2 costs, yeah, it's not that good, I guess. Yeah, there are better cards. There are better cards for sure. The trigger effect is KO one of your opponent's 3k or lower character. Okay, so that is all. And finally, the last red card we have is Punk Hazard. The effect is this is a stage card. Activate main, rest the stage. Then, if your leader is Caesar Clown, you can attach one rested Dawn to your character or leader. So this helps with your leader's effect. I'm not sure if you want to play this, or you can also play that 1 cost Nami, but I think this would be better. But not having trigger sucks. So overall, Caesar Clown, don't play Caesar Clown. Okay, moving on to green. So we have our third law leader, and I also noticed all the law leaders are dual colored. Okay, so his effect is Dawn 1, activate main once per turn. If the total cost of characters on your board is 5 or more, return one of them. Yeah, return one of your character, and then from your top of your life, you can check the top of your life. If it's a 5 cost or lower supernova, you can play it for free. I've mentioned this a couple of times. I feel this is like a weaker version of Kalgara, but I haven't tested it, so I cannot confirm. Why I say it's a weaker version of Kalgara is because the cost is quite steep. You need setup to ensure you hit your top life, and yeah, you're bouncing something back to your hand as well. Yeah, but we'll see how it goes. But for me right now, I would put this probably in tier 3 together with Sugar. Sugar? Yeah, Sugar. And I'm also not a fan of Law. Yeah, we have to see. We have to see how this deck performs. I haven't seen any gameplay, but again, I think it's a weaker version of Kalgara. So next we have Isho. Isho is a Dressrosa in Navy card. Effect on play: if your leader is Navy, then you can rest 2 of your opponent's 5 cost or lower character. I think this would be good in yeah, you can't play this in Perona. The only deck you can play this is probably your Smoker. But you can also play this in Rocinante, because you can force your opponent to rest their 5 cost or low character. And being Rocinante, oh yeah, wait. Bird Cage is only if you're Dorothy, right? Yeah, scrap what I just said. This card is meh to me. Resting your opponent characters won't really do much unless you want to swing into them. Isho seems good. Yeah, I'm not buying it. The Navy restriction here is a bit sus to me. probably belong in the green-black Isho deck. Yeah, let's move on. We have Edward Newgate. So this is an Odyssey, Yonko, and Whitebeard Pirates card. Effect is on play if you have 2 or more rested character. You can rest one of your opponent's 5 cost or lower character. Then you KO one of your opponent's rested 3 cost or lower character. So I think this could be a great inclusion in Perona. And definitely for Lim. But other than that, I don't think this belongs anywhere else. Yeah, being able to KO something 3 cost or lower might not be as good unless you are playing Perona. But resting a 5 cost or lower is good. So maybe you want to play this. No, I think you include this in Lim just because 5-6. For Lim decks, I think you want to, as much as possible, play all characters with 6k power or more. Then next we have another Odyssey and Skypiea card. I think this card belongs in, of course, your Lim deck, but also Yamato. Yamato plays the Skypiea package, so you can include this in your Yamato deck. Effect is on play if you have 2 or more rested character, draw 3 cards and discard 2 cards. So basically Shirahoshi. I think this card is fine. Again, 5-6, really good numbers for Lim. Next we have Kiemon. Yeah, this is really funny. Wait, is it next to each other? Yep, Kinemon. So Punk Hazard support. Wano country support as well. Whole set feels like EB2 rather than an OP set 2, just for local level, but big event wise can't see much. Yeah, I feel like the whole set, right, is just for Blackbeard. Literally just for Blackbeard. And doesn't really support existing archetype. The support for Doffy family is really not that impressive as well. But the thing I like about this art is just Nami. We have, yeah, Mr. Toxic, healthy cut. Adam Ishtiak. How are you, bro? I'm doing good. I just came back from work. Try to review all the cards, which I need to as well, because for our Bandai Card Fest, it will be OP10 legal. So I need to know what they do, just in case some random guy plays Kinemon. Okay, so Kinemon's effect. So this is the body part. Activate main, you trash this. Okay, so this card and a 0 power Kinemon, you from the trash, you bottom deck it, and then you can play a 6 cost Kinemon from your hand. So basically you need to have this on board, and then you need to have the legs in the trash, and then you bottom deck both of them. You can play Kinemon from your hand, the 6 cost. So I assume the only 6 cost one would be from the OPO1, Kinemon OPO1, and then there's a yellow one, but I'm not sure if it's 6 cost. Yeah, really bad card, but really funny. I thought it would be like an Exodia, and you collect 3 pieces and then something happens. Oops. Yeah, so we have the leg part. So the leg part is a 2k counter. So similar effect. Activate main, and then you add this 1k power Kinemon from your trash to the bottom of your deck with this card, and then you get to play the 6 cost Kinemon. Yeah, if you can pull it off turn 2 or turn 1, then I think you're very well to do, because playing 6 cost Kinemon in your turn 2 is really powerful, and then turn 3 you can just use the Kinemon effect to spam out your maybe your Izo and stuff. So very meme, but might be interesting meme. I wonder what boost EBO2 will bring with Supernova and onward. EBO2 is coming out in January. Yeah, January. We have Cryptomania in the chat. We have Mr. Power Giraffe. EBO2 had big meta impact. overall. EBO1, like almost a lot of cards. The only thing that I can remember from EBO1 is Shigan and Edward Weevil. The rest I don't really remember. Okay, moving on to our next green card, we have Kozuki Momonosuke. So another Wano country support. Activate main, rest 2 of your Dawn, and then you trash this character. Check your top 5 cards for a red scabbard. A card with red scabbard trait. Yeah. Check top 5 and then add 2 of your red scabbard cards back to hand. So basically a more expensive version of Bonnie or Baby 5, your tap searcher. Yeah, if they release more of this kind of searcher, it would be really good. Next we have Dracul Mihawk. Dracul Mihawk is a Odyssey and 7 warlords. So the first thing I thought of when I see this card would be you can play this in your green and blue Sanji, Zoro Sanji, and you can also play this in Perona, because Perona you can search it using your Perona searcher for a Dracul Mihawk or Thriller Bug, and then in your Zoro Sanji you can use Sengoku to search this card. So its effect is if you have 2 or more rested character, Jibuno Resto no cost. Then you can active one of your 5 cost or lower Odyssey characters. Yeah, so doesn't really match well with the Perona deck or even the Zoro Sanji, so just bad. But again, for Lim decks, 5/6 good inclusion. Yeah, I think this card is really good for Lim. You get to active your rested character, and it's on play. So Blackbeards, yeah, this card is good. You can swing with something, play this down, active that thing, and then swing again. Thinking back, EB is pretty stacked. His volume is fine. Kid and Killer Bond Clay. Kid and Killer Bond Clay. Oh yeah, Kid and Killer also. And Bond Clay, Raigo. Yeah, I forgot. Haven't seen those cards in a while. Flampe as well. Brook, Laboon. Yeah. EBO1 is really meta impactful. Okay, wait. So I'm catching up with the chat. Is it me or is Noah really quiet? Okay, I hope my audio is fine. I think it was okay. Okay. One of the better cards coming out of OP10, we have Smoker. Smoker's effect is Banish. And activate main. It's not once per turn, by the way. Activate main. Active one of your Dawn. And after that, you cannot active your Dawn using a character's effect. So technically, you can use this as many times, but after you use it the first time, nothing happens. Yeah, why I think this card is good. So on your 5 Dawn turn, you play Smoker, and then you activate Smoker's effect, and then you activate your leader's effect. So you will have 3 active Dawn. And then you follow that up with your... Where's that card? You follow it up with your Tashigi. And Tashigi is really powerful. I think this card is really underlooked. Okay, since we are here, effect is if any card other than if any green card other than Tashigi is removed by effect, then you can just trash this card instead. Wait, no. Oh yeah, you rest this character instead. So let's say for example you have an 8 cost kit and then you have Tashigi on board. Your opponent tries to red rock that 8 cost kit, so you just rest your Tashigi and then your kit remains there. And then let's say you wanna attack into this Tashigi or attack into the 8 cost kit. So let's say you have a 2 cost Rosinante. So you know what happens, right? Your board will be very difficult to remove, basically. So which is why Smoker and Tashigi combos really well. You play this 5, active 1, use leader's effect, active 2, Just nice you have 3 Dons for Tashigi. And Tashigi is also a 2k counter. So this card is really very good for any green decks. You can also include this in your Bonnie or Uta if you want. And what's disgusting about this, right, is if you have a, let's say you have a smoker on board, you play a 9 cost Zoro. Yeah, that 9 cost Zoro is not going anywhere thanks to Tashigi. Yeah, so this card is really powerful. This is also good, but this is really, really good. Okay, next we have Sengoku, a vanilla 5/7, Dressrosa and Navy. Not that good. Unless you are playing, I want to say you play Doffy Pirates Smoker, then you can play the Rosinante, 8 cost Rosinante to cheat this out. Yeah, we didn't test out Doffy Pirates, so you guys can try that out. So we've gone through Tashigi. Yo, what do you think of Kid Leader? I know we haven't seen how meta will be decent yellow leader. Okay, we'll get to that later. Next we have Nami, a really cute card here. On play, Jimuno Resto Tokyo Odyssey. If you have 2 or more Odyssey characters, then one of your opponent's rested Dawn, don't refresh during the active phase next turn. So this is basically a Bonnie locking one of your opponent's Dawn, and it's also a 2k counter. I think this guy is really powerful. You can loop this with who's that? Zoro and Sanji. So you play Zoro and Sanji, and then you play Nami, lock one of your opponent's Dawn, and then you use Sanji's effect, the leader's effect, to bounce Nami and then active another character. Then you can just play down another Nami, locking 2 Dawns. So this card has potential, combo potential. Wait, my cat just jumped on my table. Okay. Yeah, so I think this card has potential. Being 2k counter is an easy addition to Lim decks or even the Zoro Sanji. Next we have Frankie. Frankie is a Odyssey and Straw Hat Pirates. Once per turn, if this card were to be KO'd, you can just trash 1 life instead. I don't think it's that good. Not good. Next we have Brooke. On KO, okay, when this card is KO'd, you can rest one of your opponent's leader or 5 cost character. I think it's fine, but no cost. I would have preferred this to be a film cut, so it can be included in Uta. Next we have Perona. I think this Perona is really good for Perona decks. The effect is during your turn once per turn, if an effect activates and rests something, wait, if you use an effect to rest something, active one of your Dawn. So of course Perona, you can just use your leader's effect to rest something, so you get 1 free Dawn. So I think this card is good. You can include this in your Perona deck. You can search it using your Perona searcher as well. I think you can search using your Perona searcher. And Odyssey, does Odyssey have any resting? I think that there's a few, right? Yeah, but I don't think you want to play this in Lim just because of 4/5. Moving on, I think this Lim is really good, and the art is great as well. So the effect is once per turn, if this character were to be removed, in exchange you can wait, let me record. Okay, so if this card were to be removed, you can rest one of your Odyssey characters instead, and then during your end turn you can active one of your Odyssey characters. Yeah, I think this card is good. It ensures that you will always have characters on board, because this one is really difficult to remove. So I think definitely only for Lim decks. Next we have Zoro. Zoro, of course, for Lim. This is also a supernova, by the way. So you can play this in your green yellow law. His effect is if you have 2 or more rested character, this character plus 2k. So just during your opponent's turn, this will become 8k. Really difficult to crash into. I think this card could see play in the Zoro Sanji deck as well. Oh, this is Gum Gum, Ryuga, and Pistol. Yeah, so basically combination attack. Effect is main if your leader is Odyssey. So you check your top 5 cards for an Odyssey card and then you add 2 of them to your hand. Okay, so 3 cost top 5 searcher, add 2 of them to your hand. Then the trigger effect, rest one of your opponent's 5 cost or lower character. I think this card is fine. I don't think you need it. 3 cost is quite tough, right? For Lim. Yeah, I don't think this card is that good. Next we have Yoeyatsu wa Shinikata mo erabene. So, weak person is not allowed to choose how you die. Okay, effect is there's 2 effect. You can either activate it as main or counter. Then your opponent's rested 7 cost or lower character, KO it. So 5 cost KO is 7 cost. Might be worth. I'm not sure. The trait here is Punk Hazard, 7 Warlords and Heart Pirates. Could be good if like 7. What 7? What 7 cost? I can't remember. Okay, next we have a. This is Supernova. Yeah, Radio Knife. So the effect is. Aite no kosto roku ika no kira ichiman made or rest one of your opponent's 6 cost character. Then one of your opponent's rested 5 cost or lower character, KO it. I think this card is fine in Perona, but yeah, the problem with this being in Perona is you cannot search. This is Dressrosa as well. So we don't have a green Dressrosa leader yet. The trigger effect is KO one of your opponent's rested 4 cost or lower character. Yes, so we are done with red and green. Let me get a sip of water. Also, next week will be the official release. I'll be opening a case on Friday. So that will be on the 29th. I'm not sure if I'll be uploading a full case video or just a couple of boxes, because I'll be opening it up with my friend. I don't really have a chase card, I think. Probably my chase card would be the Kuzan, the Blackbeard Kuzan. Yeah, let me see. So far, any chase cards? Oh yeah, probably Rebecca. Just one copy of Rebecca because I'm collecting Rebecca cards as well. Okay, then let's move on to blue. Make me believe that GP Doffy can be viable again. I tried. Wait, let me see if I have the deck list, or I'm not sure if I deleted. GP Doffy is still pretty meh, I think. Yeah, I tried because I thought it would be more consistent with having double searcher, and then you have Doffy Taro as well, like Luffy. But the thing is, you don't get to ramp passively like how Luffy ramps. You need to depend on cards like your what's that, Bellamy, as well as your Bon Clay. Yeah, so overall I think Luffy is still better. The purple Luffy is still better than GP Doffy. I may be wrong. Okay, next we have God Usopp. I think this card needs no introduction. Everyone knows this Usopp card. The effect is all of your 2 cost or higher Dressrosa characters plus 1 cost. So this itself is a really powerful effect. Then the second effect is during the opponent's turn, once per turn, if a Dressrosa character is to be KO'd or removed from the field, you can activate the effect. If you have 5 or less cards in hand, draw 1 card. So this is basically a power creep version of Boa Hancock. Really powerful effect. And of course, blue and black has the best synergy in terms of color synergy. So really good, high potential, definitely going up in like tier 1 for me. Tier 1 within the OP10 vacuum. Just need to remind that again. Said GP Doffy was my first leader as I got into the game. I still remember my Malaysian championship. I lost to GP Doffy because it triggered a Pang Gibson. Resting my Mihawk, I think. Yeah, my 9 cost Mihawk. Okay, anyway, moving on. Next, we have Ushi. Ushi is a 2k counter. Effect is on play. You can rest one of your Dressrosa leader or stage. Then give one of your Monkey D. Luffy banish. So I think this card is bait. This card is really bait, but it combos well with the 7 cost Luffy and King Kong gun, giving it double attack and banish. So if you want to play a Luffy base, I don't think even Rebecca wants to play 7 cost Luffy right now. And then Ushi, not that good overall. Yeah, I wouldn't suggest playing this. And even for Usopp, I think there are better 2k counters out there. Next we have Kabu. Kabu's effect is on play. Rest one of your Dressrosa leader or stage, and then you can bounce one of your opponent's 1 cost character back to hand. Now you don't want to do this. This card is bad. You want to KO that 1 cost. You don't want to bounce it back to hand. Next we have Cavendish. I'm still mixed on this card. This card is really good paired with Gorilla Colosseum, but not having counter is really bad for me. Effect is really good though. On attack once per turn, draw 2 cards, discard 1 card. So this could even potentially be a Nami support. Depends on how you look at it. Yeah, wait for that YouTube guy who makes a lot of videos on Nami talk about this. Yeah, so you could include this in Usopp. I don't think you want to play this in Rebecca just because Rebecca is consistent. You don't want to draw 2 cards and then not being able to activate your leader's effect. I may be wrong, but definitely if you want to play this, not a play set. Yep. Next we have Kuros. I think this is really strong. 7 cost, 9k power, and on play bounce one 5 cost or lower character back to hand. And of course we know that this card is paired with Rebecca. Not Rebecca. So this is Koala, not Rebecca yet. I think this can find a place in Doffy decks. Right now Doffy is playing the Jozu, 5 cost Jozu. I think this could be an interesting addition. Although it bounces a 5 cost, having that 9k power is really strong. Hey, we have Sam from Fidelio TCG. What's up, players? Yeah, Fidelio TCG finally arrives. Yeah, Sam, hope you are doing good. We are halfway. Are we halfway? Yeah, we are almost halfway. So Kuros really good, just stat wise. If you wanna play this in Boa Hancock, is fine as well. I have arrived. Okay, next we have Koala. So what I found interesting is they have a blue revolutionary army, which has been here for quite a while with cards like Pacifista, right? So I'm hoping they release a Pacifista leader, maybe blue and red revolutionary army, or blue and yellow. Okay, so this card, Koala's effect is on attack. Jibuno Costo-san, Ijo, return it back to hand. Okay, so you return one of your revolutionary army character with 3 costs or higher back to hand. And then this character plus 3k. Yeah, this card is bad. Don't play. The art is cute though. Yeah, bad card. Yeah, no, not good. Next we have Sai. Look at that baby 5. Dressrosa, and I can't read this. 8 pirates something. 8 treasure something. I may be wrong. Effect is on play. Rest one of your Dressrosa leader or stage. And then bounce one of your opponent's 1 cost character or lower back to hand. Yeah, again, really bad effect. Similar to that Kabu earlier on, that Beetle. You don't want to bounce that 1 cost, you want to KO it. So, and not having counter as well, it's really bad. Oh, Sabo is good. Okay, Sabo is a Dressrosa and Revolutionary Army. So its effect is, if your character with original cost of 7 or lower were to be removed by effect, you can return this card back to hand instead. And it's also a 2k counter, and also there's ace at the back. Yeah, this is really strong. So let's say you wanna protect your 7 cost Luffy, which usually gets removed. So let's say you play down your Rebecca, and then Rebecca revealing your 7 cost Luffy, and then for the other 4 cost character you can drop down Sabo. So that way either your opponent attack into this Sabo, or yeah, it's basically a pseudo blocker as well. I think overall this card is a better 2k for Usopp. Excited for the new set, LFG. I'm okay, I'm just okay with the new set. This guy has vanilla stat and effect. Thank god they didn't print more bottom decking stuff this set. Yeah, I think bottom decking should be strictly for blue. Yo, hello Pendoc, thanks for joining. It almost looks like he has a fist in him. Oh, is that spoilers? Just for a different character. Just like Sabo good for sure. Yeah, it's really good. And as a fan of Sabo, I think more Sabo card would be good. Next we have Hairudin 7-9, really strong body. Is a good Rebecca target as well. Kyojin Dressrosa. Yeah. But I don't think you want to play this in Rebecca or any other decks. I don't even think you want to play this in Usopp. But nice body though, 7 and 9. Next we have Heck. Heck is a Fishman Dressrosa and Revolutionary Army. His effect is Don 1 on attack. Check your top 3 cards for a Revolutionary Army and add it to your hand. So similar to 3 cost Film Nami effect, right? Yeah, but again, Revolutionary Army being in blue, hopefully we get a Pacifista leader soon. Hin? Is it a Hin? EBO2 for Buggy. Why did Blackbeard and Lim get a ton of support but not Buggy? Yeah, because Buggy, the only support Buggy need is that promo 7 cost Buggy. Oops. Okay, next we have Bartolomeo. Bartolomeo is a 5-6 blocker. Dressrosa as well. On play, bottom deck 1 cost or lower character. Yeah, if this was lower cost, then I think this could be played. But really bad effect though. I'm not bad effect, but bad stats. Like 5-6 would be competing with cards like Queen with counter as well. So I don't think this is good. Dressrosa, you're better off playing your Rebecca or even Sabo. Sabo is 5-6 and has blocker as well. So bad card. Next we have Bian. If you have other Tontata Zoku, yeah, if you have this, you know all the wait, I almost cancelled myself. If you have a tiny character, you know all this tiny, like this card, Leo, Elf. Okay, let's call them Elf. If you have other elf characters other than this card gains blocker. Really bad card. Don't bother playing unless they release a Tontata leader. Then you can play a Tontata tribal deck. Okay, next we have Burugiri. Burugiri. Your 3/5 Dressrosa character, bad. And is this guy from Naruto? I'm not sure. Oh, we have a Whitebeard spot or Marco support. I was thinking if this could be blue yellow A support, but probably not. This is a blocker, no counter, 3/5. On KO, you can return one of your opponent's 4 cost or lower character back to hand. Okay, so I think this is good. I'm thinking if you are going up against Doffy will just bounce this back to hand using law, so not that good. And against Lucci, I think if they KO this, yeah, I think could be good, but no counter again, really bad. It could have been a 3/4 and it would be really good. 3/4 1k counter, really good. Next would be Man Sherry. I think this card has potential. Wait, let me just read the chat. English wiki call them dwarf. Okay, so the word I was thinking of just now was dwarf, and another M word. So I don't know if I will get cancelled for any of those two. So I didn't. Look at OP10. They made all other 10 cost Yonkos as SR except Buggy. Buggy sama. Buggy deserves the respect. Side note, I haven't caught up to the One Piece anime, but I have a strange feeling. I feel like Doffy will join Cross Guild. I don't know. Doffy will join Cross Guild. Gecko Moria will join Cross Guild. Let me know what you think. After all the cards in OP10, which deck you think will be good? Smoker. I think Smoker will be really good. So we have Man Sherry. Man Sherry effect is on play. If you have... No, wait. On play, rest one of your Dressrosa leader or stage. And then you bounce a 4 cost Dressrosa character back to hand. And then you can bounce one of your opponent's 4 cost or lower character back to hand. So this card is good because you get to recycle your Rebecca, and at the same time you bounce one of your opponent's character. Really good, but this is on play. If it was activate main, I would like it even more. So I think this card would be maybe played, won't be played in force, probably just a tech 1 or 2. Yeah, you get to recycle your Rebecca, which is very good. What do you think Smoker will be good? How far have you seen from the anime? I stopped watching the anime at East Blue because I think the pacing was really slow, so I went to read the manga instead. Manga, I think it was right now. I'm at I forgot the arc name, but it's after they fought Pacifista. I think it's before the 3D2Y, right? Yeah. Since then, I've been catching up with Detective Conan. I've been watching all the Detective Conan anime. Okay, next we have Leo. I think Leo is really strong. So on play effect, rest one of your leader or stage. But you need to have Usopp as your leader to activate this effect. So on play, you rest one of your Usopp leader or your stage. Check your top 5 cards other than Leo, and then you add 2 Dressrosa card from the top 5 to your hand, and then you discard 1 card. Really good. But if you don't have your stage, right, and then you play this late game, it's really bad because you don't get to attack your leader. If this was in Rebecca, if you can play this in Rebecca, I think this would be Rebecca will be tier 1, I think. Wait, my cat wants to leave my room. Let me open the door. Okay, so Leo definitely a playset in Usopp. Just keep the Marineford up. Yeah, I've already read Marineford. Yeah, I've read Marineford. Marineford comes before that, right? Wait. Now I'm mixed up. Yeah, yeah. Oh no 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 no. Before 3D2Y was Marineford, right? Yeah, yeah. I've read Marineford. Need to catch up on Conan too. I'm like 100 episodes behind. It's very fun though. Yeah. The thing about Conan is just basically filler for the first few hundred episodes. Okay, moving on. We have Rebecca. Really healthy card. I need an alternate art and a normal art of this just for collection. So his her effect is on play if you have an 8 cost or higher character, you draw one. But because you are playing Usopp, she becomes an 8 cost, so you immediately draw one. And then you reveal, other than Rebecca, 2 Dressrosa card, 2 7 cost or lower Dressrosa card, and then you can play one of the 7 costs in active. Then if you reveal another 4 cost or lower character, you can play it down for free. So like I mentioned just now, you can play Rebecca, and then for your 7 cost you can drop down Kuros, and for your 4 Dawn you can either drop down that new 4 cost Zoro, then you get to kill another character, so basically double removal with Kuros and Zoro, or you can even drop down Sabo as a how would I say, protector to prevent any maybe Red Rock or Lucci KO or something. Yeah, so Rebecca is really good for Usopp decks. Then next would be Omaetachi wa ore ga michibiku. Yeah, this is your top 5 searcher for Dressrosa card. Yeah, this guy is good. Trigger effect, activate main. I'm playing this in my Rebecca just for that added consistency to get your Gorilla stage. Next we have a Bari Bari no Pistol. This is Bartolomeo. So main, bottom deck one of your opponent's 6k power, or, yeah, 6k or lower power. Uh, I guess it's like Jet Pistol but attack base and bottom deck for 5 cost. And I think anything with 6k or lower power should be 4 or 5 cost, which 3000 world can easily get rid of, right? So I don't think this card is that good. 6k power, you can probably play this in your Caesar Clown deck. You can play this in your Caesar Clown deck. Other than that, 3000 world seems better. You can't get stage with the search event. Omotsu Kyara Kado Ichimai Made. Oh yeah, you cannot add stage. I thought you can add stage with this. See, I'm Cavendish right now. This is me. I just noticed you can't search for you can't search for stage or events. Yeah. Yeah, that's very strange because recently all the searcher cards, right, they allow you to search for anything, right? Interesting, interesting. Thanks for pointing it out, Sam. Okay, next. Yep. Jet pistol. No, body body, no pistol. Then next we have this event. Buck worm. Something insect here. Yeah, basically an Usopp card. The part where he shoot this and then it goes to sugar, right? So effect is draw one, and then you get to bounce back one of your opponent's 2 cost character or lower back to hand. I don't think it's good. If it's 1 cost, then it'll be really good because you get to draw one. But other than that, this card is mid or bad. The trigger effect is bounce one of your opponent's 2 cost or lower character. Yeah, I think this card is bad. Blaze Hound would be a better replacement. If you want to play this, play Blaze Hound. Okay, now moving on to purple. So purple will be all the Doffy pirate cards. Oh, we're almost there. We are literally halfway. Okay, wait, before that, let me just drink some water. I hope everyone is enjoying their Friday night. Yeah, I quite expected There won't be a lot of turnout today, like a lot of people in chat today, just because it's Friday night. I wouldn't be streaming if there wasn't a set release. Alright, let's move on to purple. We have Violet. Violet's a blocker, and on KO, if your leader is a Doffy Pirates, you get to add one purple event back to hand. I think this is okay. Similar card to this would be Miss All Sunday, which is locked to Baroque Works. But overall, I think this card is fine. For purple decks, you get a lot of Dawn anyway. And then being able to reuse your purple event like Hell's Judgment is really good. But being locked to Doffy Pirates kinda sucks. If it's not, right, you can add it to your purple Luffy, and then you can add back your Gum Gum Giant. Really strong. Friday morning for me, 6 a.m. Oh, then you're up really early. 6 a.m. I'll be on my way to work. No, I'm getting ready to go to work. Okay, next we have a Vinsmoke Sanji. So we have our first Germa country support. On play, check your top 5 for a Germa card and add it to your hand. What? Oh yeah, an interesting thing is when you play down your 8-cost judge, you can add Sanji back to the field because he is a Germa and Vinsmoke. And in OP11 we'll get more Germa support. So definitely get this if you are gonna play Germa. Oh wait. Yep. Next we have this clone. Clone Hey. Just your 2 cost 2k blocker. I don't think you need this also. Okay, next we have Sugar. Sugar is literally baby 5 but for purple. You can rest this character and rest one Dawn. Check your top 5 for a Doffy Pirate card and add it to your hand. So with Sugar and baby 5, I think the green purple Doffy will be very consistent. So you can search your deck. But I'm not sure if it will be good. So moving on, we have Jorah. Jorah, when opponent attack once per turn, you can rest 2 Dawn. Rest one of your opponent's 4 cost or lower character, and it's a 2k counter. This guy is really good actually. Yeah, this is a good counter to Doffy, against Doffy. Because if you are playing green purple Doffy, at the end of the turn you will definitely have 2 Dawns open. So if your opponent tries to swing, you can rest 2 Dawn, and then yeah, you just rest 4 cost character. Similar to Punk Gibson. Yeah, if you are playing Doffy Pirates, right, yeah, this is definite include. Plus it's 2k counter. Ooh, next we have Senor Pink. His effect is on play -1 Dawn. Jiburo Trash Karakosto. From your trash, add 1 5 cost or lower purple event back to hand. Then you active 1 Dawn. I think this effect is okay, but also because you can cheat him out using your Doffy Taro, which we'll go through later. 5-6. Again, no counter, kinda sus. Not sure if you wanna include this. Giga Chat Pink. Oh yeah, the alternate art. I hate the alternate art. Oops. Next we have Diamante. Diamante is your 5-7. Probably not including this, but it's also a Doffy Taro target. Diamante. It's a good, yeah. This, oh, good target for Rosinante. This, yeah, they should have done. Okay, not sure which Rosinante, but I think if it's the green Rosinante, yeah, 8 cost Doffy. Okay, next. We have this, what's this? Togyo. So basically a fish, monster fish. Dressrosa as well. Dawn 1 on attack, -1 Dawn. KO one of your opponent's 1 cost character. What's up with the 1 cost hit? If all the 1 cost hit were available in OPO1, I don't think Zoro will be that good last time. So used to Rosie being 8 cost that plays. Yeah, if that 8 cost Rosinante can play down any 5 cost, then it will be really good. Next we have Toreboru. Treble. Treble is a blocker. On play. So this is like a Sabo effect, but for your 1 cost, no, 1k or lower character power. So on play until the end of your opponent's next turn, all of your original 1k or lower character cannot be KO'd. So it saves your baby 5, your sugar, but at that point people, cannot be KO'd. Yeah, so they cannot attack into your sugar and baby 5. Yeah, I think this card is fine. Not a must, and it's also a blocker. Yeah, I think this card is okay. Next we have Don Quixote Dofitaro. Effect is on play -1 Don, play a 5 cost or lower Doffy pirate character. So similar to the Luffy Taro from the purple starter deck, you play 1 5 cost or lower character. But this one has to be Doffy pirates, which we did see a couple of potential support, potential target. You have Senior Pink, Diamante. Wait, does this have to be purple? Yeah, it doesn't have to be purple, so you can even play your 5 cost Diamante or your other 4 cost stuff as well. 5 cost Diamante is from this one, and there's a green one as well from OP10. And his second effect is during opponent's attack once per turn, you can rest 1 Dawn, rest 1 Dawn, ram 1 active Dawn. I think this card is good. 8 and 9 I think it's fine, but really strong card. Really strong card. Next we have one of my favorite characters, Rosinante. On play, trash 1. On play, discard 1 event, draw 2 cards. Really good effect. Basically a queen, but you need to discard your event. It's 5/6 1k, and during your end turn, if you have 7 or more Dawn, you active 2 Dawn. So if you play this in purple Doffy, then at the end of the turn you'll probably have 4 or more active Dawn just from the effects. So really good card, and I like the art as well. Next we have Buffalo. Buffalo is a 4/6, definitely not seeing play. Next we have Pika. Pika, kono kara ga aite no koka de KO. Okay, so if this card were to be KO'd by your opponent's effect, then you can rest 2 Dawns instead, which we all know GP Doffy will definitely have 2 Dawns active at the end of the turn. So Pika, I'm not sure how good it is. Do you even want to play Pika? I'm not sure. And it's once per turn. Okay, maybe it's fine if you expect to see a lot of Lucci. Oh, we have Foxy. Foxy is a 2k counter, Foxy Pirates. So activate main, you can trash this card. If your Dawn is lower, if your Dawn is lower than your opponent, draw 1. This card is good because it's 2 costs, and then it helps you to easily fulfill your leader's condition to lock character and leader. So this card is good. Don't know who asked for Foxy support, but he's here. Next we have Baby 5, really cute art of Baby 5. And she's also a 2k counter. So his effect is on play, discard 1 card, and then if your leader is Doffy Pirates, you ram 1 active Dawn. So it's like Jack. Is it like Jack? Not Jack. I think it's Jack. Yeah, on play you discard 1 and then you ram 1 active. Blue Doffy got support, and now GP Doffy Bandai has a favorite child. Blue Doffy got support. I don't see any Blue Doffy support. Yeah, so this is basically your ramp for Purple Doffy. Next is Bellamy. Bellamy is a blocker. And then similar to Miss Wednesday. Is it Miss Wednesday? On block, when you block, you rest 2 Dawn, and then you ram 1 active Dawn. Yeah, again, using GP Doffy, you will always have 2 Dawns active. So basically, you will ram 1. Blue Doffy support before and now is GP Doffy's turn. Now, I don't think GP Doffy will be as good as Blue Doffy. Okay, next is, whoa, this is long. Kazoku o warau mono wa ore ga yurusan. Don't laugh about my family, I won't forgive you or something. My Nihongo is not that good. So, 1 cost event, activate main or counter. You check your top 3 cards for a Doffy Pirate cards other than this event, and add 1 to your hand. The rest goes bottom. Yeah, so it's your basic top 3 searcher. And it's also a counter, you can use it during opponent's turn. Oh, what is this? What's that? Goto Sureto? Goto Suret. God Sled. I'm just glad we are getting Don Quixote support and not 7 Warlords. I want 7 Warlord support. Okay. Some of the tribes that I like, Doffy Pirates, 7 Warlord, especially 7 Warlords. Then I like the Revolutionary Army, Whitebeard Pirates, and yeah, I think that's all. Sorry, I'm a Don Quixote fan, not 7 Warlord. I'm a 7 Warlord fan first, then Don Quixote fan. Okay, so I think this card is pretty strong. 5 cost, one of your opponent's 5 cost character, KO it, and then you ram 1 active Dawn. I think this card is good. Can be played in your Luffy deck as well. So this is like a 3000 worlds. I wanna say it's like Jet Pistol, but not really. You get 1 active Dawn, and then the trigger effect is you just ram 1 active Dawn. God Threat, yeah, God Threat. I was like, Suredo? What is Suredo? I thought Sled. Okay, God Threat. This is, I guess, from Dressrosa, right? Yeah. Okay, moving on. We have Sugar Event. What's this? Little Bruck Bears. Oh, Little Black Bears. Okay. God Sled is Chopper event from Drum Kingdom. Okay, so this is a Doffy Pirates event. Counter Jibuno Leader Kakiara Ishmael Kono. Okay, for this battle plus 4k, your leader or character plus 4k. And then if you have 7 or more Dawn and you have 5 or less cards, draw 1. So Love Beam. Love Beam for Doffy Pirates for purple with extra requirements and 3 Dawn. I don't think it's that good. For purple, you should just use the Noro Beam Sword or the, what's that, Hell's Judgment. I think those are really strong purple events. Yeah, I'm not feeling this Black Bear. Next, okay, now we are moving on to black. Almost halfway there, and it just started raining really heavily here. It's really cooling. And also after the stream, I have to head off somewhere. Okay, next we have Usopp. Usopp is a Dressrosa and Straw Hat pirate. Effect is on play, rest 1 of your Dressrosa leader or stage. Then you get to KO 1 2 cost or lower character, and then you trash 2 cards from your deck. So it's similar to the 4 cost 6k Zoro, but for a lower target, for lower cost, and with 1k counter. I think I would rather just play the Zoro instead of Usopp. I think this is the best card in the deck. In the OP10. So this card is Kuzan. This character cannot be removed. Kono kara wa aite no koka de ba o hanarenai. So effect is cannot be removed from the field by opponent's effect. Only way is by attacking this, but usually this card would be inactive, and then after it attacks, it just transform. Then the effect is activate main, trash this character, draw 1, then play a 5 cost or lower Blackbeard Pirates other than Kuzan from your trash. And then, yeah, just play it. So some of the combos that I saw was you play this, and then next turn you swing 5, and then you can activate his effect to change into Jesus Burgess, and then you add 1 Dawn to this, and then you get Rush. Another combo that I tried yesterday during testing was I already have Dock Q on the field, so I swing using this, and then I draw 1, and then I trash this to bring back the Van Augur, and then I can just rest my Van Augur to reduce the cost by 3, and then I can use my Dock Q to KO it. So Kuzan really strong, but for Dressrosa there's easy counter. You can use your 7 cost Doffy, you can use your 5 cost Cavendish to just straight up attack into Kuzan while active. 7k into this, they probably won't protect this. I wish this was an SR. Crazy support for BB. This is an SR, right? Yeah. The alternate art goes hard. I need a playset of those. Next we have Momonosuke. I think this card is okay. I'm playing this in my Rebecca, but sometimes I don't think it does enough. It's a 2k counter. Effect is activate main, rest one of your Dressrosa leader or stage, then give one of your opponent's character -2 costs. So my Rebecca deck, I'm playing Kaido, 9 cost Kaido. So this pairs really well with Kaido, but Kaido gets rid of 7 cost or lower, right? Yeah, and then this just doesn't do enough. If it's like Tashigi, then I think it'll be good, but for what it is, I think it's not bad. And I'm also playing Cavendish, 5 cost Cavendish in my Rebecca deck, which is why I feel it's not enough, because Cavendish gets rid of 1 cost or lower character, and this -2 cost. So usually your 4 cost target, you cannot kill it. You can only kill 3 cost target. Crazy support for Usopp. Yeah, this card is also good for Usopp, I guess. Yep. Oh, okay, you were saying, yeah, this art looks hard as well. If this was an SR, then the effect could probably be like Zoro's effect. Okay, next we have Sun Fan Wolf. You're 5/7. I don't think you play this in Blackbeard. Then here's Jesus Burgess, Dressrosa, and Blackbeard Pirate. Attach 1 Dawn. If you have 8 or more cards in your trash, this card gains Rush. I think this card is really strong. It combos well with Kuzan as well. Not that Blackbeard needs a Rusher or Dressrosa needs a Rusher, but it's good to have nice combo with the Kuzan. Can be used as a finisher as well. Next we have Shiryu. Shiryu is a Blackbeard Pirates card. No Tanchu. During your opponent's turn, this character plus 2k, so it's 7k. So it'll be difficult to get rid of this, to crash into it. So it will probably survive quite long. And then the effect is activate main once per turn. If your leader is Blackbeard Pirates, and the turn you play this card down, KO a 3 cost or lower character. No, original 3 cost or lower character. So you cannot cost reduce and play Shiryu to get rid of it. Can only KO 3 cost or lower. But overall, I think still a good card. Not sure if it will be played in playset. Not sure if it will even be played. Maybe it will be meta dependent. So if you see more Blackbeard, then probably you'll run this. Next we have Minecraft Tony Choppa. So his effect is activate main, rest your leader or stage, your Dressrosa leader or stage, and rest this card. If your opponent have 5 or more cards in hand, they discard 1 card, then you trash 2 cards from your deck. Not that good, but it's good for trashing your deck thinning. Yeah, I don't think this is good. The Nami one, yeah, this one will be better. So her effect is activate main. If your leader is Dressrosa, no. Activate main, rest one of your Dressrosa leader or your stage, then rest this card. You draw 1 card and then you mill 2 cards from your deck. This is better than that chopper. You get card advantage. and it's also a pseudo blocker, so really good. But I'm not sure if you want to include this in your deck. Yeah, I'm not sure if you want to play this. I haven't tried it in Rebecca. I did try this in Usopp. Not that good. Because if you're drawing this, then probably you will have like 6 cards in hand, I think. Yeah, this is Minecraft Chopper. Oh, okay. Next is Nico Robin. Okay. This, to me, right, this is Robin's best costume. After this will be Wano Robin. Basically just 6'8". I really like the art here, but I don't like the hand fireworks at the back. Yeah, Robin has been receiving a lot of fire artworks recently, like OP10, that 2-cost blocker. The art was fantastic. As a Robin fan, unfortunately, I'm not a Robin fan or Nami fan. I'm a Hancock fan, but I can still appreciate Robin. Yep, good art. Next we have Frankie, Sus Frankie. Frankie is a good card actually for the Rebecca deck and Usopp as well, but I think more for Rebecca. So his effect is on KO. You can play a 3-cost or lower character. No, 3-cost or lower Dressrosa character from your trash. Play it rested. So your target will probably be like your Toy Soldier. And then if you're playing Usopp, your target will probably be the Leo as well. You get to search your top 5. Man, Noah is always Boa fan. Me here always Robin fan. Yeah, sad that Hancock didn't get much support. Okay, next we have Brooke. This looks like Disney. Really look like Disney Brooke. Activate main. Rest this card. Yeah, rest this card and one of your leader or stage. Then item no costo Ichika no Kiara Ichimamade kills. Oh yeah, so a lot of cost 1 hit here, but this one is not original 1 cost. And this card essentially is a dog Q for Dressrosa. So basically you KO one of your opponent's cost 1 or lower character, then you mill 2 cards from your deck. 3 cost is a bit pain. Would have been better if it's 2 costs, literally like dog Q. Oh, Perona, so Thriller Bug support. I honestly think Moria might be playable OP10. Moria seems to be good against Blackbeard as well, right? Okay, so activate main once per turn. You can bottom deck 2 Thriller Bug cards from your trash, and then give one of your character other than Perona plus 2k. Yeah. So a good target for the Moria's effect as well. 4-5. And Perona art is always fire. Next we have Homing Say. So this is Celestial Dragon, right? And this guy looks familiar. Activate main, trash this character. So you trash this character, and then one of your black character. Until the end of the next turn, it gains plus 3 costs. Really strange, but the art is really interesting. Are we gonna get a Celestial Dragon deck? Oh, next we have Ryuma. Really hard art here. Ryuma is a Wano country, so you can play this in your Perona deck. And it's also a Thriller Bug, so you can play this in your Gecko Moria deck. Effect is Dawn 1, this character gets double attack. Simple effect, and probably what Moria needed. Just double attack. 3 more years and we have a strong Celestial Dragon deck. Oh, okay, here's the MVP for black, other than that Kuzan. So on play, rest one of your leader or stage, then you KO one of your opponent's 4 cost or lower character, then you mill 2 cards from your deck. This card is really powerful for any Dressrosa deck. Definitely play 4, I think. Yeah, my Rebecca's only playing 3 though. Okay, wait, let me just drink some water. Okay, we are almost there. We are almost there. Okay, next we have Oka Shichibukai wa mo irane. We don't need these 7 warlords anymore. Very funny they released this card. And I think it's the cost is really too expensive for what it does. Main KO one of your opponents 8 cost or lower, 7 warlords. Just one 8 cost or lower. If it was bot wipe, then I think it would be good. So I don't understand why they need to release this card. This card will probably never be used. The trigger effect, KO one of your opponents 4 cost or lower, 7 warlords. It's a direct hit. I don't think there's a hit card, right? Like a specific hit card in the game so far. Yeah, this guy is racist to the 7 warlords. Okay, next we have Gum Gum Risochu Naita. I won't try to look at it. Oh, Schneider. Gum Gum Schneider. Okay, activate main. Jibuno Tokyo Dressrosa. Okay. Plus one of your Dressrosa character plus 2k. And then if you have 10 or more cards in the trash, it gains banish. So I guess it works together with your 7 cost Luffy. So first you give it double attack, and then you give it banish. So I think that's what it's meant for. But other than that, I think plus 2k and banish is quite good, especially going up against Blackbeard. And the trigger effect is draw 2, discard 1. Yeah, actually I think about it again, this guy is not bad. 1 cost and then it gives you plus 2k, and then if you have 10 or more, yeah, this card is good. Just for pressure, it's basically just 1 Dawn for 2k. Yep, good card against Blackbeard. And next we have Liberation, a Blackbeard Pirates event card. So effect is if you have 2 less cards than, if your opponent have 2 more characters than you, then you can KO an original 6 cost character and a 4 cost character. Yeah. So 1 original 6 cost or lower and 1 original 4 cost or lower character. We tried this event in my friend's Blackbeard deck. You don't really get to use this because the turn you play this, right, you are basically not doing anything. You're not developing your board. You're just getting rid of your opponent's board. Yeah, still iffy on this card. And your opponent can just easily maneuver around this. Like I remember I was playing Doffy, and then I know he have this event, so I chose not to attack his what's that 1 cost searcher, Lafitte. So just to make sure that he has 1 character and I have 2 character. Yeah, it's easily played around, I feel. But once this effect pops off, right, it really pops off. Oh, okay, finally we are into yellow, and we are only 1 hour 30 minutes in. So right on time, right on time. Eustace Kito. I think this card belongs in tier 2 for this OP10 vacuum. I think the effect is really strong. But overall, I think NL would still be a better yellow leader compared to Kid. But I think Kid also has some merits. Infinite blocker, not really infinite, but really strong as well. I think, yeah. So far, Smoker and Kid has the most potential, and of course, Usopp. So these 3 leaders, I think, are the ones to look out for in OP10. So his effect, during your end turn, you can flip one of your top life face up, and then one of your supernova character with 3 cost to 8 cost gains, you activate and then it gains blocker. So let's say, what yellow supernova do we have? Let's just show an example. Yeah, let's just take this thing for example. Oh no, this. So this 8 cascade effect is on play, you can rest this character and then you burn one of your opponent's top life. Trash one life from your opponent. So it's rested. And then you can activate your leader's effect to active this and then it gains blocker. So it's really good. Okay, since we are here, the effect during your end turn, if if your opponent's life is 2 or less, you draw 1, discard 1. So hand filter. And it becomes a blocker as well. So that kit leader is really good when paired with that 8 cost kit. It's pretty strong, but I don't know, feels a little lacking sometimes. Yeah, I still feel NL can use their package better. Next, we have more Revolutionary Army support. This is Inazuma. Inazuma's effect. Don 1 on attack. Otagai no life no goke maisu ika no kosto. So based on how many life your opponent have, and then you get to rest one of your opponent's character. So if your opponent have 3 life, then you can rest one of your opponent's 3 cost or lower character. And then the trigger effect is if the total life between you and your opponent, oh no, this one is otagai no life. So both players life, total both players life equal to the cost. And then again, the trigger is similar for all the Revolutionary Army. If the total life between you and your opponent is 5 or less, you can play this card out for free. 4-5 is fine. Next, we have Uruji, your 5-7 Supernova. I don't think you play this as well. Oh, we have Emporio Ivankov. I think this card is good. Yeah, I think this card is good. Activate main once per turn. Up to 3 of your Revolutionary Army plus 1k, and then you add the top card of your life to your hand. Yeah, it's really good. But yeah, this one you can play. Yeah, I think this card is good. You can use your red yellow sabo to add something to your top life, and then you can just add it back to hand. Yeah, this card is good, and it's 1k counter as well. Next we have Capone Beige, 2k counter, Supernova. What's this? On play, add 1 card from your top or bottom of your life. Then from your hand, add 1 Supernova to the top of your life, face up. So it's like Hiyori, right? Hiyori for Supernova. So basically you play this, you add the top or bottom card of your life to your hand, and then you add a Supernova face up to the top of your life. I think it's fine, but there's a better beige than this. Yeah, but they both do different things. I think, yeah, you can either play this or Hiyori for your red green. Yeah, yellow green yellow law. Yeah, this doesn't work in kit, right? Next we have Karibu. Karibu is a Supernova as well. Don 1, if your leader is Supernova and your opponent has 3 or more life, this card cannot be KO'd. I think it's not that good. It's just meh. I think there are better 4 or 5 characters to play. Oh, we have the beautiful pirates, Cavendish. So Dressrosa and Supernova, 6-8 vanilla. Really like the art. Looks really good. Next we have Killer. Killer is a Supernova and Kid Pirates. So on KO, if your leader is a Supernova, okay, so on KO you check the top 3 cards of your deck for a Supernova or Kid Pirates card and then add it to your hand. Right, so this is similar to Sparrow, I guess. 3-5 but no trigger. Yeah, Pero Sparrow from Big Mom. Next we have Jerry Bonnie. Jerry Bonnie is a blocker, 3/4 blocker. So her effect is on play, add the top or bottom card of your life to your hand. And then from your hand, add a 5 cost supernova character to the top of your life face up. So again, similar to that beige effect from earlier, or even Hiyori, but for supernova. 3/4, I'm not sure what you can do. Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, this one is specifically for the green yellow law deck. Next we have Scratchman Apu. If you have another supernova on board other than Scratchman Apu, this character gains blocker. This card is rubbish. Yeah, not good. Oh, okay. This is very good. Basil Hawkins. On KO, trash one of your opponent's life. Straight up. Really strong effect. The trigger effect is draw 2 cards, then discard 1 card. Yeah, this guy is really good. So let's say right, you attack using Basil Hawkins, then you use your leader's effect to active and then give it blocker. Then during your opponent's turn, when your opponent swing, just block and then opponent trash 1 life. And then maybe you follow it up with 8 cost kit, rest it, trash 1 life. Really strong effect. But against Doffy might be a bit sus because they can just bounce it off. Against Blue Doffy. Next we have Heat and Wire. This is another Kid Pirate cards. Kid Pirate card. Kid Pirate. Yeah, there's only that yellow, right? Yellow Kid Pirate. There's no other Kid Pirate leader. Kid leader that's yellow. So on play effect, rest. I don't know. Yeah. So depending on how many life your opponent have, you can rest that cost character. So if your opponent have 3 life, you rest a 3 cost character. I think it's meh, right? Oh, but it's dual typing though. Nice. Next we have Monkey D. Luffy. So this is a top 5 searcher for Supernova. Search for anyone else other than Monkey D. Luffy. Interesting art. Interesting art. Yeah, you can even see these two at the back. What's their name? I forgot. It's when he punched that celestial person, right? Okay, then we spoke about this Eustace Kid. Really strong card. Can even play this in Katakuri, I think. You play this on your 8 Dawn curve, trash 1 life, and then you play Big Mom on your following turn, trash 1 life, gain 1 life. Really strong. Next we have Zoro. This Zoro is Supernova and Straw Hat Pirates. Effect is wait, Jibu no life no my I don't know. If you have lesser life than your opponent, this card gains rush. Yep. The trigger effect is you discard 1 card, and then if your leader is Supernova, you can play this card. I think this is okay. Yeah, I think this is fine. If you're going up against 5 life leader, you'll most probably be lesser life because this one is for the again green yellow law deck. Next we have X Drake, 2k counter. Activate main, you can rest this card. And Jibu no life no Maisu ka Aite no life. If you have lesser life than your opponent, then you get to rest one of your opponent's 4 cost or lower character. I don't think it's that good. Zoro is pretty strong in Kid too. Zoro is pretty strong in Kid. Yeah, if you... But Kid starts with 5 life. Yeah, it's pretty strong in Kid. But if you don't have lesser life than your opponent, then you don't have rush. But if you use this in green yellow law, then you will always be... You will most of the time have lesser life than your opponent. Yeah, but I think it's good in yellow overall. Can play this in Vegapunk. It's definitely a rush. Oops. Oh, we're almost there. Oh, we are really close. Just good as a rusher, and you have a strong curve going second, so you let them go first, and you can go to 4 life and play Zoro. Alright, next is Shin Sekai de Aoze. Let's meet in the new world. This is a 2k 4k counter, so your leader or character plus 4k during this battle, and then if you have 0 life, draw 1 card. Then the trigger effect is based on your opponent's life, you can KO a character with the same cost as your opponent's life. Yep, I think this card is okay, but at 0 life, yeah, I'm not sure about that. Do you want to play this event in yellow? I think there are other better events or better cards to play other than this. Oh, this is what's this? Damn Punk? Is it Damn Punk? Damdo Punk. Oh yeah, Damn Punk. So the effect is main Jibun ka Aiteno Life. You can look at the top. Wait. You can look at the top of your opponent's life. You can look at the top of yours or your opponent's life, and then you can put it at the top or bottom. Then KO one of your opponent's 5 cost or lower character. Oh, I think this is a strong removal. You get to look at your opponent's life or yours. So if you are playing Kid, right, if you have a face up top life, you can push it to the bottom, or you can look at your opponent's life and then get to KO 5 cost or lower character. Nerf reject. Yeah, I think this card is still good. Yeah, this card is good. The trigger effect is draw 2, discard 1. Next is we have Room. Room is an event. Yeah, very obvious this is for law. I thought this was a stage. Just because room. It's a room, literally a room. Effect is 1 cost counter. If your life is 1 or less, one of your leader or character for this battle plus 3k, and then active one of your 5 cost or lower character. Yeah, I think this is good. So you are playing green and yellow, so you probably have a 5 cost law blocker. So if that blocks, then it's rested. You can use this counter, and then you can activate again to become to be able to block again. The trigger effect is draw 1. Yeah, I think this card is good. This card is good. Even in kit deck or any yellow deck in general, right? Okay, we are finally down to the last 2 cards. We have Monkey D. Luffy. I think this card is really strong. Going up against Lucci. Not that good going up against the Blackbeard. I've had multiple times this card been removed by Black Hole, because just negate the effect. So basically this card is a 6 cost, 7k, 1k power, and this character once per turn. Wait, Kono Keratan. Okay, so this card once cannot be killed by opponent's effect. Yeah, once per turn it cannot be killed by effect, by card effect. I'm trying to think. If let's say during my turn, right, I can just use my what's that 4 cost Dressrosa card? I forgot the name. You KO one of your character, and then you minus 4 costs or you minus 3 costs. Yeah, I think it works that way, because it doesn't say during opponent's turn. Oh no, it says Aite no, yeah, opponent's card effect. Yeah, no, it doesn't work with Olympus. If this card would be to be killed by opponent's effect, yeah, but still a really strong effect. And on attack, you can bottom deck 3 cards from your trash, and then if your opponent has 5 or more cards in hand, they discard 1. This is a really strong inclusion for any Dressrosa deck and possibly black decks as well. Yeah, this card, the first text is really strong. Yep. Basically cannot be killed by opponent's effect. Or if let's say you're going up against Shanks and it somehow becomes 4k, and then when you attack he used Red Hawk, right? Yeah, it doesn't get killed. Okay, on to our last card. we have Trafalgar Law on play. Okay, on play you can reveal a supernova card and then a supernova character, and then you can add it to the top of your life face down. Any Urameki, yeah. And then if your leader is supernova, you get you can you can attach one rested dawn to your supernova leader. Yup. Yeah, law is good. 7-9. Yup. And after attacking, you can use your leader's effect if you are playing kit to activate, turn it into a blocker. 9k blocker is really good. And with that, we are done. OP10 review. OP10 review. So, what do you think? I think again the breakout star would um, definitely have to be Smoker. I think Smoker would be good against Usopp as well. I haven't tried it, but just by playing against and trying Smoker out, I think Smoker is really strong. Tier list, tier 1, tier 4, tier 3, tier 3, tier 1, and then tier 1 or tier 2. Now I'll put this in tier 1. Yeah, in OPO6. Otsukare sama, otsukare. Yeah, so I want to thank everyone for joining the stream. I just want to repeat again, this weekend I'll be streaming the Hyogo Championship. Same time, 3:30 p.m. Singapore time. I've already set up the stream here, so you can press on the notify me to get notification. And what else? And yeah, I'll be opening my box on 29. Then the video will probably be up by 30th on that Saturday. And that's all for me today. I'm rushing out somewhere just in time actually before 8 p.m. So thank you everyone again for joining. Not a huge crowd, but kind of expected because it's on a Friday night. I have some plans on Sunday, but hope I can still catch the stream. Yeah, the VOD will always be up after the whole stream. So yeah, thanks everyone for joining. Enjoy your weekends, and I'll see you this Sunday. Bye bye. Thanks for joining, Sam. Thanks for joining, Sebastian, Dishal, and I think a few others at the start, Adam as well. Also, if you haven't subscribed, do consider subscribing and like this video stream as well. Not sure if this will turn into a video on my channel, but alright, that's all. Thanks for joining, guys. Bye.